Hey guys, Ty here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make your own custom Beat Saber signs. It's very easy to do. It's the simplest of all of the Beat Saber mods. It doesn't take but 10 minutes to figure it out. Once you get good, you can whip up a sign in like 5 minutes. It's easy peasy. Let's jump into it.
Tyco Tech reviews and tutorials.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need to download a few things. So we've got some blank files that we're going to be working with. So download that. I'll put a link down below. I do want to give a big shout out to Red Brumbler. He provided the blank asset files and DAT files for this. He also taught me how to do this. So thank you to Red. I will provide a link to his GitHub down below. He's got a ton of fantastic mods that he's created, and he hosts a bunch of mods from other modders as well. You're also going to need something called Unity Asset Bundle Extractor, UABE. I'll provide a link down below. Don't let the name scare you off. It's very easy to use. And then lastly, you're going to need a way to zip everything together, like something to compress files. I use a 7-zip. I'll provide a link down below to that. So once you've downloaded everything, extract the blank files to wherever you want on your computer. You're going to have a total of 8 files in there. I recommend copying all of them and putting them into another folder. This will be our working folder. So I'm going to copy all of these and I'm going to then move them over to a Tyco Tech tutorial folder. This way, if you mess something up, you're not messing up the original blank files. First thing that we're going to need to do here is we're going to need to actually create our images. So in the Beat Saber sign, there are 2 images. One at the top is called Logo Bat, and the one below that is called Logo Saber. 2 different images, a red image up top, the blue image at the bottom. And let's start off with the logo bat.png. PNG file will provide a transparent background, and that's key. They've got to be PNGs. So open up the logo bat PNG using whatever image editor you want. We're just going to be working with text for now, although once you play with this, you can actually put in like PNG pictures, you know, like line art, and get creative with it. But for this tutorial, we're just sticking to text. So I've already got this pre-populated with Tyco. So just type in whatever you want. I've created this. It's a red image with a little bit of a red glow. You can add a red glow if you want. If you don't know how to do it, skip it. It's not 100% necessary. Beat Saber does add a little bit of a glow to it, but if you want it to look a little bit more like the actual Beat Saber sign, you're going to want to add a bit of a glow. And then you're going to save this. You want to keep the dimensions the same. So this is a 1024 by 250 pixel PNG image. Save it as a PNG, and we're going to want to save it exactly the way it is actually. So you're just going to basically hit Control S and that'll save it, or depending on how what your software is, or Control or File Save and then logo.bat save. It'll ask if you want to replace it. Yes. So now we've created the top sign. You're just going to repeat that for the bottom sign, which is going to be Logo Saber. Open up Logo Saber. Here I've already got tech pre-populated. Put in whatever text you want. Make sure that you provide a little bit of room at the top of this Saber bat file and a little bit of room over on Logo Bat. They kind of overlap just a little bit. So we'll show you here. Logo Bat, Tyco is a little bit higher. And then on tech, we'll see this is a little bit lower. So we've got a little bit of wiggle room right there. And then go ahead and save this. And we're going to overwrite logosaber.png, save. Yes, we want to replace it. Boom, we're done there. Lastly, with images, you can create a little cover. And the cover is going to show up in BMBF to give you an idea of what it actually looks like. You don't need to do this. You can skip this if you want. I will show you what I did. So I just created a small Tyco Tech, and it needs to be 200 by 150 pixels. Just go ahead and put the text or something descriptive in that and save it as cover.png. Click save. Yes, we want to override that. And we are done with that. I've been having problems running the Unity Asset Bundle Extractor with Photoshop open, so you might need to close out your image editing software. At least it was giving me problems. Now we're actually going to go and open up the bundle extractor. So extract that wherever. You're going to go down a couple of folders and then you will see Asset Bundle Extractor, just like we see here. Double click that to open it up. On the top, we're going to click on File. We're going to click on Open. And now we're going to open up the blank assets that was part of your blank file. So just double click that. And now we're going to make some changes here. So click on Logo Bat. And we're going to click on Plugins. We're going to click on Edit. Click OK. At the bottom, you're going to click Load. So we're loading our image into this. We're doing the Logo Bat. So double click that. And then click OK. And then it'll select a quality setting. Click on Fast Perceptual. If you click anything else, it'll take forever. Fast Perceptual. Click OK, and you're done. Now highlight Logo Saber. We're going to repeat the process. Click Plugins, click Edit, click OK. We're going to load. We're going to load in Logo Saber. We're going to click OK. Fast Perceptual again. Click OK. And then at the bottom, we're going to click OK. It'll ask if we want to save it. Click Yes. And then change the name. You know, from blank assets, I'll call this Tycho Assets because we're going to open this file right back up. So Tycho Assets. Now, click on File again. Click on Open. This time, open up the asset file that we just created. Now we're going to export these from our PNGs that we just imported into this. We're going to export these now as DAT files. Okay, so click on Logo Bat. Now this time we're going to click Export Raw. Export Raw. This is Logo Bat, so just to make it easy, you can just click Logo Bat, save. Yes, we want to replace it. Done. Logo Saber, same thing. Export Raw. Click on Logo Saber. Click Save. Do you want to replace it? Yes, we're done. There is a file called Logo E that just don't mess with that. We don't need that. That's for the blinking E in the Beat Saber sign, but we're not getting into that. That gets a little bit more confusing. Okay, so now we're all done with the asset bundle extractor. We need to make one more change and we'll be able to zip all this up. And that's going to be to the BMBF mod.json file. Double click that and it should open up in a notepad. If it doesn't, just right click, select Open with Notepad. I have Notepad Plus installed, but it's very, very similar. You're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and where under Description, you're going to create a description. So right here it says changes the Beat Saber logo in the menu to a Tycho text sign. Change that to whatever you want. Just make sure that you keep it on the same line and you keep it within the quotation marks. Down here, ID. Give it an ID. I've got this one called Tycho Tech. I'm going to change it to Tycho Tech Toot for Tycho Tech Tutorial. Name, Tycho Tech Toot again, and then author, Tycho Tech. That's all you need to change there. Click Save. You do want to change the ID because if you make several of these and you all have the same ID, it's going to mess up with BMBF. So make sure that you give each a unique ID. Doesn't really need to matter like what you name it, just as long as it's always something different. So that way BMBF can differentiate between different mods. And now we're going to highlight BMBF. We're going to select Cover. We're going to select the 3 DAT files right there. So there's 5 files all in all. We're going to right click on it, WinZip 7, and we're going to add to archive. And then I'm not going to change any of this. I'm just going to click OK. And boom, it will put Tycho Tech Tutorial zip. Now we're going to install it. My preferred way of installing everything to BMBF is via the browser. In order to do that, launch BMBF inside of your headset, click on Tools, and in the top right hand side you're going to see the IP address of your Quest. Go ahead and enter that into a browser and boom, this is what you get right here. Click on Uploads. Now you've got a little upload window. All you got to do is drag that zip file over to it. So we'll go ahead and make this window a little bit smaller. I'm going to take Tycho Tech. I'm going to drag it over here. Boom. And in the bottom right, you see mod installed. In the top right, click Sync to Beat Saber. Bada bing, bada bang, you're done. You've just created your first sign for Beat Saber, your first mod. And let's go ahead and jump in here and take a look and see what it looks like. Okay, so there we go. Bam. Tycho Tech. And you can see how Tycho and Tech are closer together than you would have thought with the images, because it does overlap a little bit. So make sure that you provide that extra space like I talked about earlier. And you've got your own custom sign. Super, super simple, easy peasy, breezy, cover girl. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Hit the like button if you like the video. Subscribe if you aren't already. Hit the bell button to get notified when I do these videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.